Welcome back to Samurai Clyde, and for those of you who are curious, this is a microphone. It's a microphone. I don't know why y'all are being so weird about it. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with expanded free trial with which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion and the award-winning Stormblood expansion up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime? I'm not sponsored, but I would like to be. Final Fantasy XIV is a game where you do quest for flying lettuces, fly around as the rhino from Fall Guys for some reason, and wait for the magic circle to go away so that you can fight God. It's a Japanese MMORPG in the realm of Final Fantasy, chocobos, moogles, and primals galore. It's also a game that I've been putting way too many hours into recently, but over my time playing and seeing my character's animations, I kept thinking, some of those look really fun and doable. Notice how I said some. Subscribe for the future monk video, by the way. I figure since my name is Samurai Clyde, it would only make sense to start off with the Samurai class. Before we jump into the moveset, I want to introduce you to my character, Beaton's Aplenty. She's like if She-Hulk was addicted to protein powder mixed with ketamine. When men say they want a muscle mommy to beat the hell out of them,
I'm looking for a white lady that's tattooed and dominant and be willing to put me in a dress and beat the shit out of me.
This is who they're referring to. All samurai rotations start with the same move. For non-MMO players, think of rotations as combo strands in a fighting game. Hakaze is a simple vertical slash high to low followed by a horizontal slash left to right. If you have ever wielded a sword, you know how important it is to keep the edge of the blade angled as perfect as possible towards your cuts. The next move of the first rotation is Shifu. It's a jumping vertical cut low to high, immediately cutting high to low when landing. You'll notice that my character's left knee actually goes to the ground at the end of this moveset. This is probably the hardest move I had to tackle out of this moveset, and I'll be honest, I hate the jumping and then landing on your knee. You'll see me go back and forth in this video between trying to stay faithful to the animation and trying to modify it to make the move make more sense to me. This rotation ends with a move called Kasha. It's a horizontal cut from left to right where she lets go of the sword with her left hand only to re-grip the sword with both hands to do a jumping 45-degree angled cut from right shoulder to left hip. While this also has a jump in it, I like this move a lot more. The angles of the cuts make much more sense in my brain, and the final 45-degree slice feels like a very powerful and stable ending compared to Shifu. That wraps up the first rotation. Here's what it looks like all put together. The next rotation begins with Hakaze, then moves into a move called Jinpu. I noticed something very interesting while analyzing this movement.
So I noticed something on this move that I have never noticed in my hundreds of hours of playing Final Fantasy XIV. She actually starts here, and she comes in and blocks, and it's like she recoils off that block to come around with a strike, and then lines it up, strikes, and stabs. So, try to do that fast.
The final move in this rotation, Kasha, also had some characteristics of note regarding its footwork.
Once again, this move is a lot different than I thought it was on further evaluation from all the hours that I put into this game. So I just want to get it out now while I'm thinking about it. So all of these start, her neutral is with the right foot front. This one she does a lot of weird footwork. So she starts with the right foot front. She does this big circle, does this big circle that makes the moon shape. And when she strikes, her left foot is in front. Then she goes the long way around to strike, and then comes back to neutral. So a lot of weird foot stuff going on there. It might take a second to get it.
This move gave me some trouble as some of the footwork was antithetical to what I've been taught, but after a few tries, I got it down. Kinda. As before, here's the rotation in full. The final rotation I want to go over only has 2 moves, starting with Hikaze, followed by a move called Yukikaze. It's an ice-based attack, which makes me think that Yuki is related to ice in Japanese, like Yukina from Yu Yu Hakusho. In any case, it is a jumping downward slice, after which you reverse the grip of the sword and stab directly behind you, then return to a neutral stance with a standard grip. Figuring out the sword grip was definitely the most difficult part of this move. Here's that final rotation all put together. Oh, you thought we were done? No, no, no. I know you're hungry, baby birds, and I've got more for you. When you do any of the full rotations that we've been over, a symbol will light up on the screen. Depending on if you have 1, 2, or 3 symbols lit up, you'll gain access to certain special moves. Here's Samurai Clyde of the past with his thoughts on them.
I want to talk about the moves that you do with the special gauge. If you play Samurai, you know what I'm talking about. You got the 3 gauges. And depending on if you have 1, 2, or 3 filled, you can do different special moves. They all start with the sword in the sheath. So they all start with her like on this back stance here. The very first one, Hana Bana, I think it's what's called, or something close. It's almost like an anime move. So she pulls the sword out. In my mind, she's striking all this, like doing all these different strikes so fast you can't see it, right? Some anime stuff. The reason I think that is because of the animation that goes with it and the fact that it does damage over time. That's what I think is being implied. And then it ends up back in the sheath, which would be incredibly difficult because that means she has to put it back like this. Which means she's gonna cut her hand off, right? So I'm not doing that today. That would be incredibly difficult. But when she does her level 2, when she gets 2 gauges full, does a level 2 special move, she actually goes back and forth. So it's a area of attack, area of effect move in AoE, and the animation, she cuts, and then she comes back through, and then she comes back to neutral. Just very simple. Just side to side, side to side, side to side, back to neutral, right? Then what's interesting, you get the level 3 move, the big Bahama Mama move, when all 3 of your gauges are filled. She starts with an upward strike, which means you have to turn the sheath down, blade down, to get that upward strike, which is what I'm used to because I train in a Korean martial art and we train with our swords blade down. But I've been doing it this whole video blade up because that's how it is in the game. That's how most sword work is done. But that one starts blade down. She has to turn it over so she can get an upward strike. Then she continues that motion through, strike. Then she does this flashy little thing to get back to neutral. So once again, it's not a super difficult move, but you want to go upwards, boom, continue that motion around, boom, then back to neutral, right? So do it in full speed. One more time, feel like I hesitated a little bit there. And that's it.
Thanks for making it to the end of this video. Your samurai honor is really showing through. You truly adhere to the Bushido code of watching videos all the way through to the end. Is that honor in your pants, or are you just happy to make it to the end of the video? Make sure to like the video. It really helps out small creators like myself. Maybe one day I can afford to get a microphone that doesn't get me made fun of online. But until that day comes, subscribe for more martial arts content. See you next time.